This is Drew, and I'd like to take the time to welcome you back to my channel. Now, the fragrance we're going to talk about today, we're back at the house of Louis Vuitton, and the fragrance is called OMBRE NOMADE. Of course, we're going to do a deep dive and or first impression into the fragrance as soon as we come back. Welcome back, and thanks again for dropping by my channel, and I hope to see you back again in future episodes to come. If you find any value in the information offered, please consider subscribe to the channel, and also hit that like button so that the algorithm will help push the video out, and so that you don't miss any future episodes. We're back at the house of Louis Vuitton. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the main accords that this particular one has. Let's see what we got. We got amber, we got oud, it's warm, spicy, rose, smoky, fruity, woody, leather, balsamic, and sweet. Let's see what else they got to say about it. This particular fragrance came out in 2018. It's supposed to be a unisex fragrance. Then it gets into the nose behind the scene like the same guy is basically designing a lot of these. Let's see what's in it. It says, it just has all the notes running together on it. It says it has agarwood, incense, rose, raspberry, saffron, amberwood, birch, benzoin, and geranium. Let's see what they say as far as the pros and cons. I don't know a lot about this particular one. It says long lasting and good projector, refined scent with depth and character. It's considered a work of art by many, great for winter occasions, impressive strength and dimensions, and creates a dark and brooding atmosphere. Let's see what the cons said. Is an expensive price point. It's not suitable for those who prefer lighter scents. That might be me. We're gonna experience this one together. Maybe too loud and harsh for some. Oh my God. It says not a fragrance for clean cut or conservative individuals. I don't know what that means. May cause allergies and headaches. Woo! Oh, we gotta check that out. Let's see. Well, with all that being said, let me see if there's anything about the price. Hold on a second. Okay, we got him pulled up over with a nice looking animation or whatnot. But as you know, hey, you got to pay for that. This particular one, for a 3.4 ounce bottle, is $410. I'm almost scared to see what the 6.8 is. Let's see what we got. The 6.8 ml bottle is $575. God damn! So by no stretch of the imagination is this a cheap fragrance. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and check it out, see what we think about it. Okay, this is another one that I had mixed emotions on. So what I did, I went to Louis Vuitton, and like I always tell you guys to do, get your sample. And that's what I did. So let's get this sample opened up and see what we're working with here. Because it sounds like it's heavy duty. Because I think I smelled it, but I don't really remember what it smelled like. I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's see what we got here. Let's get some on here. I don't think it's gonna need a lot. Let me bring it down a little bit so we can see what's happening. Lord have mercy. Ah! This is strong. Oh my God. This is strong here. Oh my God. I don't even need to bring this to my nose. I'm picking it up over here. Because this right here, this oud incense with that rose is like, wham. This right here is right up in your nose right here. Damn. This is super powerful. But right off the top, let me go ahead and let me get myself together here. Darn, I ain't even put it up to my nose. You get that oud, incense, rose, saffron set right up top. I mean, before you get anything. Then it says you got your birch wood, your benzoin and geranium sitting in the back or whatnot. What I'm getting is a lot of incense and oud or whatnot. And be honest, to me, it's coming off to my nose, and it's just my opinion, it's coming off like leather. Like a real heavy, expensive, thick, rich, over the top leather incense oud fragrance. That's what I get off of it. Damn. Yeah, this is powerful here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't smell any of the fruits back here, but I will say a little bit closer, you do pick up some of the raspberry or whatnot, but whew, Lord have mercy. To me, this dead in the wintertime spray right here. One spray would probably get it done on this. This is super powerful. This reminds me of another fragrance that's super powerful that you don't need a lot of. And I think it's by Unique Luxury. And I put that on my channel already because all their fragrances are super rich. And it's called Mr. Miro. That's another fragrance that we talked about that you don't need but 1 or 2 spray and you can't wear it but dead of winter. That's what I'm talking about as far as it's not the same scent, but oh my God, this rich leather. Because I know it's oud, but it's given to me with that oud incense roses. To me, it's giving leather. Like I said, expensive. Think of you just went out and bought you a $700-800, leather coat or whatnot, maybe more. That's what I'm getting off. I don't get a lot of the raspberry. I do pick up some of the saffron, which kind of even gives it more oomph. That birch, benzoin, whatnot, whatever it is, it's back in the back and it's heavy. And it's got a lot of geranium. Now, it smells expensive. It smells like expensive leather. It smells like, somebody with some money. I'm gonna be honest with you. This particular one, you gotta be a certain type of guy. You got to be dressed a certain type of way in a certain type of setting or whatnot to be able to pull this off, in my note. You got to be darn near getting out of a Bugatti or something. For me, that's just for my note to pull this particular one off. Coming out of anything else, unless you setting on, some $1,000 shoes and, $5,000 tailor-made Tom Ford suit that you just got laid, you don't spend $300 or $400 on your haircut and every piece is laid back. For me to pull this off, every piece of your appearance needs to be in line to be able to pull a fragrance off like this. But this is nothing casual about it. This is not a gym scent. This is not something you can wear in warm weather. This is not something that you can dress down, because you almost got to set a vibe to be able to pull it off. I'm just saying, you're going to have to come out as that man. Every piece of you going to have to be in shape, because to pull a fragrance off like this, in my opinion, around average people, they're going to look you up and down and make sure everything matches. So, if you got a haircut and you got a nice suit on and your shoes busted, you're not going to be able to play this. You're going to have every piece of everything together, because it definitely comes off as money, old money. I'm going to be honest. My money ain't old, so I don't know if this is something that I can play, not, with confidence, because like I always say, I buy fragrances based on me liking them first. Then if I like them, other people like them. I don't buy it the other way around just for someone else to like, and I don't like it. I don't buy that, especially something that's $400 or $500. That's just not happening. Like I said, it smells like, to me, once again, like some rich leather shoes. That's what I'm getting off of it. An impression that you're trying to leave on this. But everybody's not gonna be able to pull us off, I can tell you that. Because to me, where some scents are fun and easy going and you can wear anywhere and don't really have to think about it and whatnot, this is not that. This particular one, this right here is just right up in your face like wham, you know what I'm saying? So if you come in and you have this oversprayed or whatnot and any part of you is not correct, you got teeth missing, breath stinking.
Oh, damn.
You know, your vernacular is not right or whatever, it's gonna be hard to pull this one off. But this is not a mass appealing type fragrance. This is for, you know, like I said, it's tip top of occasion or whatnot. And the man that wears it, his confidence gonna have to be over the roof, and his aesthetics is gonna have to match to be able to pull it off and somebody say it smells good. But if I had to rate the scent just on the rating, I would probably give it probably, for the stuff that I like now, this would probably be closer to maybe a 7 for me. I've listened to other influencers talk about it, and they give it, you know, 10 out of 10, this, that, and the other, and that's okay. Our taste doesn't have to be the same. Like I said, my taste is a little bit more laid back. I like clean, fresh, sweet scents that come across and just make you feel good when you pass by. This one right here, this is gonna make, if somebody wearing it and they got everything to match, they gonna make you feel broke. God damn! That's what I'm getting off of this. This could be a rich man's signature scent. I'm not rich, so it's not mine. There is no deal on it. If you want the real one, you gotta go to Louis Vuitton. Please do not go to eBay or whatnot thinking you're gonna get Ombre Nomade and you see it for $60 or $70. I can guarantee you they're fakes, they're clones. Now, it has been some situations going on where we see on the news people breaking in Louis and whatnot and taking fragrances and whatnot off the shelf and stealing them and putting them on eBay, but I can pretty much guarantee that's not these, that's not Louis. Because if you ever been in a Louis store, they have all the scents kind of sitting in the middle of the store, so to speak. But usually they don't have but one bottle of each sitting around the table. So if somebody broke in or decided they was gonna crash out and grab the stuff and run out, they probably won't get but the ones that are used in the center. Because usually when you buy, they have to go in the back. And I don't know if they got it on the shelf or they got a big barrel that they pump in. I think they pumping a big barrel of it over into the fragrance, then putting the top on. That's honestly what I think is going on. So it's harder to steal it. So the chances of you being able to find a fragrance like this, if you feel like this intrigues you, getting it on eBay or anywhere else, getting it cheap, you probably end up with a fake. This particular one, sample all day long. Go to Louis Vuitton, ask for a sample. I promise you, be nice, talk to them. Most of them are real nice because they work on commission. They'll give you a sample of it. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'll see you at the next one.